For the introduction, investment means the commitment of the current resource money with the expectation of receiving a positive return. The purpose of investment is to make money in order to improve our welfare. For financial security, to have saving if an emergency occurs and to achieve financial goal and for a secure retirement. Meanwhile, investment planning is defined as a process that begins when there are clear financial goals and objectives. By having financial security, it allows us to enjoy a comfortable standard of living or a secure retirement. There are two ways on how to make money nowadays. First is to work for others or work for ourselves to earn some income. The other way is to grow our money is by doing some investment so they can increase the value over the time.
The importance of investment planning. First of all is saving. Investment is one of the most effective ways of saving. Most of the people nowadays use this kind of method of saving for additional saving. Next is standard of living. With investment planning, it can help maintain the standard of living or improve the standard of living of a person or a family. Last one is source of income. Investment planning can help generate additional income. With dividend or interest earned, investors can have such income.
A housewife who was hoping to strike it rich in cryptocurrency trading ended up losing 45,000 ringgit of her saving in less than 48 hours. The 50-year-old victim from Kuantan only realized she had been cheated when the suspect continued harassing her to deposit more cash with promises that she will earn bigger return from the Bitcoin investment. On July 27, a man who identified himself as David Kaminsky contacted the victim and told her to start making the investment as she could double the cash. The victim immediately transferred 30,000 ringgit. The man called the following day asking for her to deposit another 15,000 ringgit, which the victim agreed. On August 2, the suspect called asking for another 50,000 ringgit, promises that the housewife is set to receive return amounting to 480,000 ringgit, the police said. The victim, who had used all of the money from her savings, began to ignore the suspect's demands for more cash and decided to lodge a police report yesterday.
From the first quarter of 2017 to the third quarter of 2020, the reports and reported loss have remained in the low, under 0 until 10 millions of dollars. However, from October 2020 until March 2021, the number of reports and reported loss due to the cryptocurrency investment scams increased dramatically. Since October 2020, the number of reports have skyrocketed, with nearly 7,000 people reporting loss, totaling more than 80 million as a result of these scams. Their reported average loss was 1,900. When compared to the same period last year, that's about a 12th of the number of reports and nearly 1,000% more reported loss.
Recommendation for investment planning. Based on the current issues that have been mentioned before, there are some advice to people who are still a newbie in investment. First of all, we need to double check before making any payment to assure that the transaction is legit. This is because there are a lot of scammers out there. The scammer will try to take your money by faking a transaction. Second, we have to make our personal data and information confidential. Do not trust any website and only keep our username, password, and P-code to ourselves. Third, do not respond to any questionable emails, phone calls, or text messages. These all are scammer schemes as they try to get our personal information and data. For the conclusion, investment is a smart way to gain money. You don't have to work hard to make money grow. Instead, you just have to let the money grow while doing nothing. People should start investing their money for a better future, as we want to improve our welfare and for the financial security to have money for emergency.
Retirement means withdrawal for a regular occupation, and normally the work is associated with the age. It is important for a person to plan for a retirement Many people choose to retire when they are old or incapable of doing their work due to the health issue. Retirement planning is determined as a process of preparing retirement income goal and the action and the decision necessary to achieve the goals. Retirement planning involves identifying sources of income, sizing up expenses, implementing a saving program, and managing assets and risk. By having a retirement plan, it's made most things in life more convenient. Retirement can be an enjoyable time of life if it is planned well. Retirement planning will provide the surety of being secure in financial terms throughout life, regardless of what work we do. The reason why we should have a retirement planning is that a person would like to live comfortably after their retirement. They will have some pension or income for them to live, even if they're not working anymore.
In this part, I will talk about the importance of retirement planning. First of all is financial independence. With having proper retirement planning, people can retire without having any crisis on financial since they have already been prepared. After that, increase the chances to retire early. With early retirement, people can spend more time with their family or have more time to achieve their goals. Lastly, is for medical emergencies. The higher the aging, of course, the higher the chances to get chronic illness. Having retirement planning can cover a person's extreme healthcare expenses.
The government must investigate the issue of retirement inadequacy as soon as possible. Malaysians can expect to live for 15 to 20 years after retirement. Therefore, they must make sure they have enough money. The concept of a pleasant retirement by the age of 60 is currently becoming a faraway reality. According to the Credit Counselling and Debt Management Agency, AKPK, more than half of Malaysians may not be financially prepared for the retirement. Furthermore, just 7 million of the 14 million members of the Employees Provident Fund (EPF) are actively contributing. Last year, EPF revealed that nearly half of these members aged 54 have only 31,000 ringgit in savings, with the majority falling into the non-active category. Because of low earning and high cost of living in Malaysia, it is nearly hard for Malaysians to secure their future and retire comfortably. People's ability to save is dwindling as a result of low salaries and increasing spending, which might be quite concerning. If the situation worsens, we may see an increasing numbers of elders aged 60 end up working to support themselves in the future.
The table above describes Malaysian savings during their retirement at the age of 54 as December 2014. According to the report, 68% of all members aged 54 in December 2014 have less than 50,000 in savings, while 12% have savings ranging from 50,000 to 100,000. Meanwhile, the graph shows the basic savings made by the active members of all aged from December 2014 to December 2017 each year. We can see that only 33% of members met the basic savings requirement in December 2014. In December 2017, there was an increase of approximately 40% of members who met the basic savings requirement. Based on the graph above, we can conclude that the number of members who have met the basic savings requirement has increased year by year, but still in a small amount. The higher the savings, the fewer the members.
A recommendation for retirement plan. Firstly, we have boost our earning. When we think about retirement, we obviously think about EPF and our money in account 1 and account 2. Instead of thinking of that way, how about we put our money for investment? This is a really way to boost our earnings. By investing, we can grow our money without moving any hands. We should plan our retirement because we want to live a happy life during retirement. Second, preserve our health. We need to take a good care of our health or we will not face any difficulty in the future. Medical insurance only covers just a portion of hospitalization costs and treatment for predetermined illnesses and accidents, so they do have to use their pension money. Third, we need to stay occupied. When we get retired, we have all the time in our hands. Stay occupied is good for health. As for example, they can do some renovation for their house, planting or gardening, or going for picnic or camping with the family. The retirement time will not be bored as they thought it would be. As for the conclusion, by having a retirement plan, it will help us to save our money. As the proverb says, a fool and his money are soon part. Retirement planning will ensure that we are financially comfortable throughout our lives. The rationale of proper retirement planning is because people want to be able to live comfortably once they retire, so they will have a pension or income to live on even if they are no longer working.